everyone! Today we will discuss about the brief history of computers. By the way, I am Niezy.
And I am Camille. Before anything else, let me ask you a question. Do you have any idea of how the computer has evolved back then until what it is now today?
As far as we know, there are 3 generations involving the use and utilization of computers.
To begin with, we will start with the first generation computers, the vacuum tubes. ENIAC. ENIAC stands for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was developed by John Moakley and John Presper Eckert from the University of Pennsylvania in the year 1943 to 1946. It was developed for calculating the artillery firing tables, and it was regarded as the first electronic computer.
The machine stores instructions as binary value, creating the stored program concept and executed instructions sequentially. The processor fetched instructions one at a time and processed them.
The IAS machine operates by repetitively performing an instructional cycle. Each instructional cycle consists of 2 subcycles, such as fetch cycle and execute cycle.
Now, let's discuss about commercial computers. In 1947, Eckert-Moakley Computer Corporation was formed to manufacture computers commercially.
In 1950, UNIVAC-1 or Universal Automatic Computer commissioned by the Bureau of Census. UNIVAC-1 was the first successful commercial computer.
In the late 1950s, UNIVAC 2 was released with greater memory capacity and higher performance than UNIVAC 1. Now let's move on to second generation, the transistors.
Transistors replaced vacuum tubes and ushered in the second generation of computers. Transistor was invented in 1947 but did not see a widespread use in computers until the late 50s. Though the transistor still generated a great deal of heat that subjected the computer to a damage, it was a vast improvement over the vacuum tube.
High-level programming languages was being developed at this time, such as early versions of COBOL and Fortran. The first computers of this generation were developed for the atomic energy industry. Now we will discuss about the third generation, the integrated circuits. Jack Kilby of Texas Instruments invented an integrated circuit or a microchip that is made of germanium.
6 months later, Robert Noyce of Fairchild Semiconductor Corporation, who had also been working on the integrated circuit design, created a similar device using silicon instead of germanium. This is the silicon chip upon which the computer industry was built.
In 1964, IBM unveiled System 360, one of the first computers to use integrated circuits as its main processing technology.
In 1968, Robert Noyce left Fairchild Corporation along with another engineer named Gordon Moore to create an IC company called Integrated Electronics Corporation, now commonly known as Intel. Moore's Law, proposed by the co-founder of Intel, Gordon Moore. It states that the number of transistors on an integrated circuit doubles every year.
Fourth generation. In this generation, there were developments of large-scale integration or LSI, 1,000 devices per chip, and very large-scale integration or VLSI, 10,000 devices per chip. Core memories now were replaced by semiconductor memories.
As far as programming language is concerned, there were developments of high-level language like FP or functional programming and Prolog programming in logic. 2 other conspicuous developments of this era were the C programming language and the Unix operating system.